to the stage Cheryl Chapman, please.
Okay, before I start, I'd like to just check that I'm in the right place. So please raise your hand if you're excited about this weekend. Whoa, fantastic. And raise your hand again if you would like to learn how to achieve even more in your life. In fact, raise your hand and say aye. Aye. Fantastic, I'm definitely in the right place. And the good news is, guys, I think you are too. Now, I'd like to share with you just a short story about me, if that's okay. As you know, my name is Cheryl Chapman. And if you've been with me on the 18th of November 2011, you would have witnessed something that was not only exciting and also fantastically and powerful, but you would have witnessed something that could have changed your life too. But I want to take you back first to the beginning of November 2011. And if you've been with me, you would have been sitting in my company car, black BMW 5 Series, leather interior. Top of the range actually, with all of the exciting accessories. But my favourite extras, to be fair, was the heated seat, because I've got arthritis of the spine. My doctor told me that's because you're getting old, Cheryl. And then my other extra is my iPod connector. Because you see, like me, I'm sure that you love music, and I believe that music can lift your spirits. Would you agree, yes or no? Yes. Fantastic. But that day in November, it was very, very dark. It was a winter of discontent. I don't know if you remember it, when there was lots of snow on the ground and people were travelling to work and it was causing mayhem everywhere. And as I was driving on that day, my mood was as bad as the weather, dark and dismal. And actually, on that day, I felt that even the music couldn't lift my spirits. So I decided I would turn the radio on as a distraction. And on the radio, there was a lady being interviewed about her job. Steve, the DJ, was asking her about what it was that she did. And she was telling us in her very soft voice, and I imagined her to be about my age, 21, well, maybe 45 actually. And she was very calm. Steve, she said, my job is to look after terminally ill people in their last days of their lives. Now, I've got to be honest with you, I actually thought, great, this is all I need on this morning. But then I thought, actually, maybe my job's not so bad after all. And she was saying that the people that she spent those last few hours with would share their life with her, and also their fears. But the one thing that both men and women did, the one thing that they regretted, was that they didn't lead the life that they wanted to lead. My God, I pulled over. Because you see, I was on my way to a job that, quite frankly, I hated. I'd been in the corporate world for about 29 years, kind of at the top of my game, because as well as the company car, I had the pension, the booper, the 30 days holiday. I had the laptop and the mobile phone, and I had death in service. Well, quite frankly, the 60, 70, 80-hour weeks that I was working, that death in service was probably the one thing that my husband was going to benefit from. I'd not been at home for nearly a month. Not great for your health, and certainly not great for your marriage. And so I made a decision that I would look for something, because I wasn't on my deathbed yet. I would look for something that would make me happy. Now, I started at that time to look at things like positive thinking and the law of attraction. I don't know if any of you have ever heard of these things, yes or no? Yeah. Yes. And I thought, okay, I'm going to make a list, a shopping list of what I want from my life. And I wrote on my list, I wanted to help people. I wanted to make a difference in the world. I didn't want to be dead and nobody have known that I ever existed. I didn't have any children to carry on my name even. And then I thought, well, really, all I want is I want to be happy, healthy, and wealthy. And I'm kind of guessing that's probably not too different from what's on your list, guys. And then my friend gave me a ticket. And if you've been with me on that 18th of November 2011, you would have gone into a reception area of a hotel. I don't know if you know the area, but it's on Bath Road, near Heathrow. And And as I walked in, I wasn't quite sure what to expect, because I'd been told that this particular event was called Power to Achieve. And I'd heard that it was with some bloke called Andy Harrington. I'd never heard of him. But I'd also heard that this gentleman, supposedly about 5'8", and very slight of stature, but I'd heard that this gentleman could change your life. I'll be honest with you, I thought I would walk into a room full of very needy people. And I was very pleasantly surprised, because when I walked into the room, it was a little bit like an X Factor audition. All the conversation was going on in the room, and I actually found that the people in the room were very much like me. Just normal, everyday people that had some success in their life, but they were just looking for that one thing that would make the difference. I sat on the front row, and I started to watch the proceedings. And I noticed very, very quickly that Andy had a skill for making you really look inside yourself, to ask the question, what was it that you wanted, instead of everybody else? Now, at one stage, there was a question, who would like to be on the stage with me now? Whoa, my hand went up as fast as a 5-year-old that knew an answer to a maths question. And I was chosen to come on the stage. In fact, I think it was this stage. And I stood here, and I cacked myself, because I looked at the audience and thought, oh my God, what have I done? But here's a tip. When that question comes, get ready to put your hand up, because it's worth it. Because in that short one-to-one session that I had with Andy, I knew what I wanted to do. I wanted to stand on this stage. I wanted to help other people. I wanted to share a message. So, within 4 months, I joined the Public Speakers Academy. And I was taught how to look at you people without going very red and without having knobbly knees. And I'm able to share my story with you now. Within the 4 months of being at Power to Achieve, I had dropped down to part-time hours in my full-time job, and I was working full-time on my future. Since last November, I've set my own business up. I help people choose a life of freedom. And I've helped people become wealthy, happy, and healthy. I've written a book called The Devil, the Angel, and You, because sometimes we have that, don't we? Do it. Don't do it. I decided to do it. I hope that you will enjoy your journey today, and I'm thrilled to be with you at the start of a really, really exciting weekend. But the one thing that I'm going to say to you is I am very happy and grateful to have been here and to have been guided by Andy Harrington and his team to give me the life that I wanted. Andy is a fantastic mentor, and I'm very grateful to have worked with him not only as a student over these past 12 months, but also as a coach to help others. But I'm also really pleased because, like me, I'm sure you will find by the end of the week that Andy is a very good friend too. Get ready, guys, for the ride of your life. This journey could just change everything around. It could be the one thing that you're looking for. Strap in those seatbelts, get ready to scream with excitement, because this is going to be a roller coaster of a weekend. Please put your hands together and welcome the man of the journey, Andy Harrington.
Thank you very much, and please give it up for Cheryl Chapman, please. Well, a very warm welcome to the Power to Achieve. And my first question is, how many of you here